an expert in this. So thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Tala. Thank you for having me. It's great.
Of course, of course. So let's just go ahead and kick it off. What are some of the biggest challenges that people are facing when they're thinking?
Yeah, like you said, so many people are dealing with post-COVID trauma, disorder. We're dealing with pre-COVID trauma. We have trauma from our mamas. We got trauma. We got trauma from our fathers. We got trauma from the struggles that we face. We have trauma from COVID. We're in a traumatized culture, and we have to take care of the soul, because as our soul goes, so goes the rest of our lives. Everything in our lives follows the health and the condition of our soul. Our soul is the gateway to total health and total happiness, really, as we feed the right things into our heart and soul.
Yeah, it really is such an amazing practice that you are teaching people. It seems like COVID really was the time that a lot of people are now allowing their mental health to become a priority. So let's talk a little bit about Soul Cure. Tell me a little bit about why you wrote it and what people can expect from it.
Yeah, the reason that I wrote Soul Cure, and the reason I called it that, is because I really do believe this is the prescription for all emotional health and well-being that everybody seeks after. Everybody is getting to the gym to try to get in better shape. They're taking classes to get better at their skill set and to improve their business or their job, their profession. But the most underserved part of our very being is our soul. We take care of our soul last. That's why there's so many people stressed, distressed, depressed, oppressed, obsessed. We're living in a very unhealthy culture for the human soul. The human soul is the most prized possession we have. If I asked you what is your most valuable possession, you'd probably say your family or your kids or your home. If you don't have a family, if you don't have children, you'd say your house maybe. But the reality is our most prized possession, our most valuable possession that each of us has is our soul. And if we don't cure what's ailing us, if we don't cure our emotional pain, if we don't heal it from the inside out, it's going to have a ripple effect in every other area of our life. That's how powerful the human soul is. That's how valuable the human soul is. And the reason Soul Cure is coming out now is because I've spent the last 30 years counseling people, advising people, encouraging people, strengthening people, helping people heal. And I found that in all of the secrets to soul health, I put them in this book, Soul Cure. So because soul health produces whole health, Soul Cure produces whole cure. And I really believe this will change people's lives, because we're dealing with, there's 1 million people every year that commit suicide, 20 million that admit that they have tried to commit suicide every year. That's just the people who admit it. Then we have the epidemic of mental health disorders, and they say that 1 out of every 4 people have a mental health disorder. The other 3 just haven't admitted it yet or discovered it yet. So we want to heal this generation, we want to heal people. That's what Soul Cure is all about.
Let's talk a little bit about why you wrote the book. I understand that you had to overcome some experiences of your own.
You name it. I've had panic attacks. I've had anxiety issues. I've had depression. I've had worry and fear. I've had, low self-worth. I've had all those things, and I found the cure to all those things over the last 40 years, and I've compiled them in this book called Soul Cure: How to Heal Your Pain and Find Your Purpose. And that's why I wrote it.
And I love that. So let's talk a little bit about where people can find more information about you and where they can get a copy of your book.
Yeah, they can go to soulcurebook.com, soulcurebook.com. And again, they can reach me at gregorydickow.com. They can also text me anybody that wants to text me, I have a personal text line that I look at and share messages with. They can text 312-313-8582, 312-313-8582, soulcurebook.com.
Thank you so much, Gregory, for being so accessible to people in this day and age with mental health. A lot of people can go unnoticed and really swept under the rug. So thank you for that. And remember, all this information is going to be found after the show on livingeasttennessee.com. Thanks so much again, Gregory.